This week I've brought the van to one of my old favorite spots along a river, so I think I'm going to take you guys for a trip down memory lane and go play in the river. This week I'm camped at a spot that I've been to many times before and is an old favorite of mine, but also has a backstory. So it's been very interesting to come back to this very familiar place after spending 2 years intentionally away. So I've been sitting with my journal a lot this week, and I thought it could be fun to not only sit down and read you my diary, but also just share the 2 journaling prompts that I've been working with this week, and in case you want to journal along with me. So, starting with the backstory on this place, the first time I ever came to this beautiful canyon next to the river was in October of 2023, and I came here by myself, just me, my Honda Accord, my hammock, my camera, and a bunch of bagged salads. And there was no cell phone service, I didn't have Starlink yet, and so I just came out for a weekend offline. I was working my first season of trail maintenance here in New Mexico, and so I just wanted a weekend escape, get out of the desert, come to the mountains, see some trees. And honestly, the first time that I came here, I fell in love with this place, because these are the places that make me want to live life on the road like this. Like, I don't want to spend my time in cities. I want to come be a feral girl in the forest and just bathe in the river for 2 weeks and things like that. So coming to this spot felt very magical back in October of 23. And so I came back to this spot about a month later with 2 of my coworkers, and it ended up being very cold. The coldest night I ever experienced in my Honda Accord, actually. My ice jugs froze. I think it got down to 17 degrees Fahrenheit. But yeah, it was a less magical experience that time. But I still enjoyed it. So I kept it in the back of my mind, and I remembered to come back here in the spring. And so in March of 2024, I came back into this canyon, and I was staying at the Hot Springs campground up the road from here. And I thought I was going to have a nice peaceful weekend. I went into town, re-upped on supplies, came back out to enjoy nature, and I chopped my thumb with a hatchet. If you're new around here, I did share that story 2 years ago when it happened, but since then, I've been dealing with a lot of fear, specifically when it comes to trusting myself to go out into these places again. And so it's been 2 years since I've been back into this canyon that I love so much. Coming back has made me reflect a lot. So the first journaling prompt that I've been sitting with is, how does it feel to return to this old place in a very new phase of life? And like, what are all the ways that you've grown and changed since then? Because it would have been very easy for me to have that emergency situation where I chop my thumb with a hatchet, have to drive myself an hour and a half to the ER to get 11 stitches, and then drive myself back to a hotel room because I was completely alone. And just say, cool, I'm done. I'm not doing those experiences anymore. I'm going to go back to living in an apartment. I want to be comfortable. I'm too afraid. And I was very afraid for probably the first 6 months, honestly. I really didn't. A, I was healing, so I couldn't go do anything. But also B, I was terrified of myself. And so there was a lot of things that I had to do in order to work my way back up into trusting myself to come into places like these again. Because like I said, these are ultimately the places that I want to be when I'm living this lifestyle. So in those 2 years, I took small steps to work my way back here. I worked another season doing trail maintenance in the Gila and the Pecos wilderness areas with my crew, working with tools in remote areas and working on my fear with that. I also decided after my seasonal job ended in 2025 to purchase a Starlink internet so that I could stay connected in case of an emergency as I set back out onto the road by myself again. Then in October of 2025, I hosted my first successful outdoor women's retreat to help other people feel grounded and connected in nature. I think this event was a huge turning point for me in my life, not only because it was like, I'm putting on this successful retreat, yay, for business reasons, but also like personally speaking, like I was stepping out of my fear of being in these remote nature places and saying, it's okay. I trust myself enough to not only bring myself here, but also to guide 25 other women through this experience and like having a grounding escape into nature for a weekend. And I think hosting that retreat and seeing myself in this like hosting state and like in this state of, I have it under control. It's going to be okay. I trust myself. That was like the first click where it was like, oh, wait, I can do anything I want to do. And so after I hosted the retreat a month later, I bought my van and moved out of my Honda Accord that I had been in for almost 4 years. And I also met a partner who also lives on the road and has his own van and also has a little van cat now. And so I genuinely feel like my life has done a 180 since October of 2025. And so by about January, I was getting that itch. I was like, I really want to go back to the canyon with the river and be in the wilderness with my new van, with my new partner, with the new cat, and my new phase of life. And it's been really interesting to just kind of sit and reflect on that while I've been here. I think it's really good to take a moment every few months and just reflect on what's happened in your life and where it's going. So the second journaling prompt that I've been working with is, where is the river of my life flowing now? Because 2 years ago, if I had sat and journaled about that prompt when I was here last time, I don't think I would have ever been able to dream up where my life was flowing, honestly. And so it's been really interesting to think like, okay, all of these things have happened that I didn't even think were imaginable. Cool. What's next? Right? Like, I got the retreats, I got the van, I got the yoga app, I got the boyfriend, I got the cat. Okay, now what? Meet the Mind on Yoga, your virtual yoga studio with nature-based yoga classes and meditations to help relax both your body and your mind. I created the Mind on Yoga as a way to combine my degree in psychology with my yoga teachings, sharing yoga practices with the intention of helping students improve their mental health through movement and breath. With offline downloads and the ability to stream from your mobile app to your TV or laptop, the Mind on Yoga gives you access to an entire library of outdoor yoga classes at the touch of a finger. The exclusive Mind on Yoga app now includes access to with 35 science-based lectures that combine modern research analysis and ancient yogic philosophies, helping you better understand why these practices improve your mental health. If you're interested in learning more, you can find more details at the link in the description and get your first 7 days for free with no strings attached. If you decide to stick around, you can also use the code ROBYRAMBLES to receive 20% off an annual membership. That's hundreds of classes accessible to you for an entire year for the price of an average in-studio monthly membership. Learn more about the Mind on Yoga virtual studio at the link in the description. And so now that I have the van, I definitely see myself doing a lot less pet sitting and spending a lot more time camping in places in nature, just like this, with my partner and his cat, exploring, going hiking, doing yoga, journaling, and having quiet time to myself in nature. The main thing that keeps me flowing forward is probably my yoga retreats and being able to hold that space for other women who can't necessarily afford a regular therapy or a lavish vacation, but can take themselves for a healing weekend in nature, grounding into the senses and slowing down in a way that can be intentionally carried throughout life. I am hosting 2 different grounded outdoor women's retreats this year in 2026, maybe planning a third one, maybe waiting until 2027, but either way, I'm also looking for other collaborators for retreats in 2027 so that I can host more than just 2 retreats. I'm really looking to offer multiple different types of experiences, and I think it will be really fun to see where this route takes me in my life. Because when I moved out of my apartment 4.5 years ago, I had the YouTube dream, right? Like, I think a lot of people have the YouTube dream. That's an easy dream to have. You see a lot of people doing YouTube channels. But beyond that, I didn't really know, like, what I wanted to be doing. And now that I've started planning these retreats, I've, like, found so much joy in not only the like business side of the organizing and planning and sending the emails, sending the contracts, doing the payment reminders, all of that, but also just the joy in hosting these spaces for women and being able to show up as a guide in a sense, you know, like I'm not saying I know everything, but like being able to bring people who don't normally spend this much time outside out into a special place in nature and give them that grounding getaway experience. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap up the video here and go play in nature a little bit more before the sun goes down today. But if you take anything away from this video, I would just encourage you to sit and reflect on your life. And just think about how, like, maybe you go to a place that you haven't been for a really long time and just sit and reflect about how many ways your life is different now. And think about where you want the river of your life to be flowing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to show me with your thumbs and let me know down in the comments if you want more river rambles or chats about life, kind of like this, where I give you journaling prompts. I also give journaling prompts at the end of all of my yoga classes over on the Mind on Yoga, which is my yoga app. If you don't know, I have over 200 yoga classes that I've filmed out in nature over on the app, and you can get your first 7 days for free by using the link down in the description. So if you're interested in journaling, self-reflection, using yoga and meditation to help benefit your mental health and your mental state and regulate your nervous system, I would highly encourage you to check that out because the first 7 days are completely free. Something else that's completely free is hitting the subscribe button here on YouTube. That also really helps me out, and show me your thumbs so that I know to make more videos just like this. And I hope to see you again in my next one. Bye!